You know that restless feeling when the clock hits 2 a.m. and sleep still won't come? You lie there staring at the ceiling, body exhausted but mind wide awake, wondering why tomorrow already feels like it's going to be another slow, heavy day. What if I told you that those frustrating nights aren't just about feeling tired? They're directly affecting your kidneys' ability to repair themselves, and over time, that lost repair time can quietly steal your energy, your mobility, and the independence you want to keep for as long as possible. I've seen it in my practice for 20 years. Patients in their late 60s, 70s, and 80s come in thinking they're fatigued, puffy ankles, and foggy thinking are just normal aging. But when we look closer, we often find their kidneys have been running on borrowed time because their sleep has been broken for years. The good news is there is a simple, delicious change you can make tonight that supports both deeper sleep and the long-term health of those hardworking kidneys. One specific fruit stands out above the rest. Once you understand what it does inside your body, you'll see why I recommend it to so many of my older patients. Your kidneys are remarkable organs. They filter about 50 gallons of blood every single day. They remove waste, balance fluids and electrolytes, regulate blood pressure, activate vitamin D so your bones stay strong, and produce hormones that tell your bone marrow to make red blood cells. This work never stops. Even while you sleep, they continue filtering. But the most important repair and regeneration happens during deep, slow-wave sleep. During those deep stages, your body lowers stress hormones, reduces inflammation, and allows the delicate filtering units inside the kidneys, the nephrons, to recover from the oxidative damage accumulated during the day. Think of it like a night crew, fixing the roads after the traffic has finally stopped. If you keep waking up, if you never reach those deep stages, the crew never finishes its work. The damage builds. The roads develop potholes over years. That shows up as declining kidney function, rising creatinine levels, and the slow loss of the vitality you need to enjoy your grandchildren, travel, or simply wake up feeling like yourself. The main culprit is something called oxidative stress. Your body naturally produces unstable molecules called free radicals during normal metabolism. Add in processed foods, environmental toxins, medications, and chronic sleep disruption, and the production of these free radicals goes way up. These molecules act like sparks that damage cell membranes, proteins, and even the DNA inside your kidney cells. The nephrons are especially vulnerable because they process such high volumes of blood and waste every minute. Left unchecked, this oxidative damage triggers chronic low-grade inflammation. Inflammatory chemicals like TNF-alpha and interleukin-6 begin to scar the filtering membranes. Glomerular filtration rate slowly drops. Many people don't feel this until they've already lost more than half their kidney function. That's why I tell my patients that waiting for obvious symptoms is waiting too long. In my clinic, I've met hundreds of Marthas. One woman, a retired school teacher from just outside Milwaukee, came to me at 71. She described waking up 4 or 5 times every night, ankles swelling by evening, and a bone-deep tiredness that no amount of coffee could fix. She thought it was just menopause leftovers and getting older. Her lab showed an eGFR that had slipped from 78 to 54 in 18 months, not yet in failure range, but clearly heading there. We discovered her sleep was so fragmented that her nightly kidney repair window had shrunk dramatically. Her oxidative stress markers were elevated. We made some changes, including the nightly fruit ritual I'm about to share with you. Within 10 weeks, her sleep score on her watch improved dramatically. The swelling decreased, and her energy came back enough that she was able to volunteer at the local library again 3 days a week. Her latest labs showed her kidney function stabilizing. Stories like Martha's are common once people start listening to the quieter signals. Another patient, Harold, a 68-year-old retired machinist, had been a night owl for decades. He drank coffee late, watched TV in bed, and thought his frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom were inevitable for a man his age. What he didn't realize was that each interruption was preventing his kidneys from completing their repair cycle. His blood pressure had crept up, his ankles looked like balloons by dinner time, and he was too tired to play catch with his grandson. When we finally connected the dots between his sleep fragmentation and kidney strain, he became determined to change. The results, after consistent habits, still impress me. His energy returned. His blood pressure improved. He told me last month that he can now chase his 4-year-old grandson around the yard without feeling like he's going to collapse. These aren't miracles. They're physiology working the way it was designed to when we give it the right support at the right time. The fruit that gives us the most powerful dual benefit is Tart cherry, specifically the Montmorency variety. These cherries contain natural melatonin in amounts that actually matter. A single ounce of concentrated tart cherry juice or about half a cup of frozen tart cherries delivers enough bioavailable melatonin to help shift your body into a more natural sleep rhythm, unlike synthetic melatonin pills that can leave some people groggy. The natural form found in tart cherries works in harmony with your own circadian biology, but the real magic for your kidneys comes from the anthocyanins, the deep red pigments that give these cherries their color. These compounds are among the most potent antioxidants found in any food. They neutralize free radicals at the cellular level inside the kidneys. They reduce the production of inflammatory cytokines that damage nephrons. They improve blood flow through the tiny vessels that feed each filtering unit. Multiple studies, including work from the University of Michigan and Louisiana State University, have documented how tart cherry compounds lower markers of systemic inflammation and oxidative stress. In one notable trial, participants who consumed tart cherry daily showed measurable improvements in uric acid levels, which matters because high uric acid stresses the kidneys and contributes to both gout and kidney stone formation. The combination is perfect for the hours before bed. The natural melatonin helps you reach deeper sleep faster. That deeper sleep gives your kidneys the uninterrupted time they need for repair. At the same time, the anthocyanins go to work protecting those same nephrons from the oxidative damage that accumulated during the day. It's like sending both the repair crew and the security team to work at the same time. I recommend starting with a simple ritual 45 to 60 minutes before you plan to turn out the lights. A quarter cup to half cup of unsweetened frozen tart cherries works beautifully. You can eat them slightly thawed, warm them gently with a sprinkle of cinnamon, or blend them into a small smoothie with unsweetened almond milk and a few walnuts. The fat from the walnuts actually helps your body absorb the fat-soluble antioxidants better. If fresh or frozen tart cherries are hard to find where you live, unsweetened tart cherry juice concentrate diluted in 4 to 6 ounces of water is an excellent alternative. Look for the kind with no added sugar. 2 tablespoons of concentrate is usually sufficient. Many of my patients keep a bottle in the refrigerator and make it part of their wind-down routine while they read or listen to calm music. For those who want variety, blueberries and blackberries offer very similar protective anthocyanins. These berries have some of the highest ORAC values, a measure of antioxidant capacity of any common fruit. They help sweep up free radicals and support healthy blood vessel function inside the kidneys. They're also relatively lower in potassium than bananas, oranges, or even some other fruits, which makes them safer choices for many people watching their mineral balance. I often suggest rotating between tart cherries, blueberries, and blackberries throughout the week so you don't get bored and you get a broad spectrum of protective plant compounds. One night, tart cherry smoothie. The next night, a small bowl of warmed blueberries with a touch of ginger. These small pleasures become rituals your body begins to look forward to. Let me give you a few practical recipes my patients have loved. The first is the simple kidney repair tonic. Take half a cup of frozen tart cherries, half a cup of frozen blueberries, 4 ounces of unsweetened almond milk, and a small piece of fresh ginger blend until smooth. Drink it slowly while you do your evening stretching or breathing exercises. The ginger adds a pleasant warmth and supports healthy circulation. Another favorite is the warm berry bowl. Gently heat a mixture of blackberries and tart cherries in a small saucepan with a dash of cinnamon and a few crushed walnuts. The warmth is comforting on cool evenings and seems to help people feel sleepy faster. The walnuts provide a bit of healthy fat and magnesium, which further supports relaxation. Consistency matters more than perfection. Some of my patients have been following this pattern for 3 and 4 years now. They report fewer nighttime bathroom trips, more stable energy throughout the day, and better blood work across the board. Their doctors are often surprised at how well their kidney numbers hold steady compared to other patients the same age. One 79-year-old gentleman named Robert had early stage 3 kidney disease when he started. His nephrologist was concerned about progression. After Robert committed to the evening berry ritual, improved his sleep hygiene by stopping television an hour before bed, and added daily gentle walking, his eGFR actually improved slightly at his next checkup. His nephrologist asked what he was doing differently. Robert smiled and told him about the cherries. The doctor now recommends the same approach to other patients. This is what I mean when I say small daily choices create compound interest in your health. Every night you give your kidneys both the deep sleep they need for repair and the antioxidant shield they need for protection. You're making a deposit in your future independence account. You're protecting your ability to drive yourself to the store, play with grandchildren, and wake up feeling clear and energetic instead of foggy and drained. Of course, I must be direct with you about an important safety point. If you have been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, especially stage 3 or higher, you need to be careful with potassium intake. Even though tart cherries, blueberries, and blackberries are relatively lower in potassium than many other fruits, your individual tolerance depends on your exact lab numbers, medications, and stage of disease. High potassium levels can affect your heart rhythm and become dangerous. Do not make significant changes to your diet without first discussing it with your doctor or registered renal dietitian. Get your labs done, know your numbers. Bring this information to your next appointment and ask specifically how these foods fit into your personalized plan. This is not a suggestion, it is a requirement for your safety. For those of you with healthy kidneys or very early changes, these fruits are one of the most evidence-based, pleasant ways to protect them. They work with your body's natural systems instead of against them. This approach fits into a larger pattern of kidney-friendly living that I teach all my older patients. Reduce processed foods and added sugars that create more oxidative stress. Keep sodium moderate so your blood pressure stays in a healthy range. Stay well hydrated during the day, but ease up on fluids in the evening so you aren't waking up constantly to use the bathroom. Move your body daily, even if it's just walking around the neighborhood or gentle chair exercises. Protect your sleep environment by keeping the room cool, dark, and quiet. These things work together. The berries at night become the pleasant reward in a lifestyle that respects how your body was designed. I've watched patients transform their later years with these principles. People who once felt like prisoners in their own tired bodies now travel, garden, volunteer, and enjoy their families. Their labs reflect the difference. Their faces show it even more clearly. The tiredness is gone. The spark is back. The beautiful part is that it doesn't require dramatic effort. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated protocols. You need a consistent, enjoyable evening ritual that gives your body what it has been asking for all along: better sleep and cellular protection. So tonight, when you finish your dinner and begin thinking about winding down, I want you to remember your kidneys are still working, still filtering, still hoping for the deep rest they need to repair. Give them the help they deserve. Pick up some frozen tart cherries on your next shopping trip. Try the simple ritual for 2 weeks and notice how you feel. Pay attention to your energy, your swelling, your mental clarity, and how many times you wake during the night. Many of my patients tell me that within the first 10 days, they already notice they fall asleep faster and wake up fewer times. The real changes continue to build month after month. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and protect itself when you give it the right conditions. Deep restorative sleep combined with powerful natural antioxidants from tart cherries or dark berries creates those conditions. This isn't theory. This is what I see working in real life with real seniors who want to stay active and independent for as many years as possible. I want that for you too. Take the first step tonight. Your kidneys will thank you with better energy tomorrow and healthier function for years to come. Many of you have already been experimenting with natural approaches to better sleep and kidney health. Tell me in the comments what evening habits have worked for you and which ones haven't. Share your experiences with tart cherries or berries. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to take that first step. We're in this together, supporting our bodies with wisdom and simple daily choices. Small changes practiced consistently can protect the years ahead that matter most. The years spent with family, pursuing the activities we love, and waking up each morning feeling like ourselves again. Start tonight. Your future self is counting on it.